Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing well. In my workout today I had just weightlifting stuff. I actually did a little bit less than what I had originally planned. I took off back extensions and abs simply because I just didn't feel like doing them based on the work that I did yesterday. But I had the rest of my workout, which was all weightlifting stuff. I started out with some snatch work, had some muscle snatches, as well as some hang snatches above the knee. Those both went really well. It basically took me that one workout, and it feels like I'm back to where I was before as far as the feeling that I'm getting with the snatches. So hopefully I can continue to improve with my form and how it feels and all that fun shenanigans as I talk about in every one of these videos. But I was very happy with the positions I was able to get in, looking at the video and just how it felt in general. Hang snatches went up to 135 pounds, which is pretty heavy for me as far as snatches go, and they were feeling really good. So hopefully today is a positive step as far as the mechanics go. But I felt like I was weighting a bit better and I was getting a more vertical torso before I was extending. I didn't look too much at the bar path. I'll have to look at that more, but I'm sure that wasn't as good as I would like it to be. I'm sure none of my, there's always more I can do to get my form a bit better, but generally just getting every day, if I make a little step, eventually that will be a big thing. But I looked yesterday at some of my old clips of some of the stuff that I was doing, and definitely have moved forward as far as my mechanics and have progressed with my ability to move the same weights faster and with better form. So I'm definitely happy looking back at that, and hopefully when I look back in a couple months at the work that I'm doing now, I can say that same thing and be a lot stronger. But I assume that's the goal for most people in that regard. But after that I had some clean and jerks, which were up to 205 pounds, which the two top sets, I guess, was a set with 185 where I do one clean and then two jerks, and the same with 205. Those felt good. My wrist has been kind of achy, but despite that they moved real well and I was able to hit all the weights and all of that. After I completed those sets, I wanted to move up to a heavy single for just cleans, and I went up to 225 after I did the 205 set for the clean and jerks, and then I did a single at 245, and they didn't move well and they didn't feel like they were moving fast, and it's probably because I was fatigued and I hadn't done a heavy clean for a while. But I was very happy I was able to catch the 245. I caught it lower than what I was expecting, but I was able to stop it at parallel and not have to drop all the way down. So that means, at least I think, my legs are getting a little bit stronger to be able to sustain that position, which is very difficult for me to do because I have very weak legs. But essentially I either power it or it's like a full clean, but I was actually able to get in between that. So that's a very positive thing to take away from the cleans. But for those, they felt like they were moving really slow, and I caught a couple of them awkward, so I think it will be a similar thing to the snatches where I just have to get used to them again. And I also want to make an adjustment with those because of the clean and jerks. My jerk isn't as strong as the proportion between my cleans and my jerks is very big. I can clean a lot more than what I could jerk, and even the 275 clean that I did, I could probably actually do a bit more. My jerk definitely couldn't do a ton more than the 255, perhaps 265 at the absolute most, but nowhere near what I could clean. And because of that disparity, a lot of the program is based on the clean and jerk, based on that number, and it bases it on what you can actually do, which for me I put it at 255 because that's about what I could do. But I want to train my clean towards, I want to improve my clean in general, even if that means that it's further away from my jerk, and that means that I will need to add in some more heavy work with the cleans. I won't be doing anything crazy as far as adding like tons of sets, but I definitely want to, like days like this where I go up to 205, do a couple extra heavy singles just to keep working with heavier weights without a ton of volume. But I mean, 245 is relatively high percentage, but not a extremely high percentage. It's a pretty similar percentage, I think, just estimating in my head, to what I was doing with the jerks based on 205 out of 255 versus 245 out of like 285. Relatively similar percentages. It's not as if I'm working to 99% all the time with those, but I want to keep adding that kind of stuff, or I want to implement that sort of strategy with the cleans to get more work of that. But after I had the clean jerk stuff and the cleans, some clean pulls, stayed and did some mobility work and hung out for a bit. But I was supposed to coach a game tonight. It got rained out because it's been raining all day, so I have the evening free. But other than that, there really isn't too much else to talk about with the workout. A quick little update about the house. I will go at 9 a.m. tomorrow and purchase it. So by the time you see the next video, or at least by the time you see this video, I will be on the way to complete the purchase for the house. I wired over the money for the closing costs today, and I will be getting the keys tomorrow. And I will be doing, hopefully not in this week's update, but the next one I'll do a little tour of it, and perhaps I'll do a little quick tour and a video later this week. But my uploads will be weird this week because Friday and Saturday I will be in Columbus, so I plan on working out somewhere. I'm not going to take those days off, but I don't know how that will affect my ability to record sets or make videos or anything like that. But I shall be getting in some workouts, and I shall be a homeowner at some point tomorrow morning, so that's pretty darn exciting. And it'll be nice to start moving into the house and moving forward as far as all of that fun shenanigans goes. But I will talk to you all in the next video. If you have any thoughts or comments, throw those down below, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.